What if the most dangerous signs of poor health are not happening in your chest? Not in your brain? Not even in your blood tests? But in the part of your body you almost never think about? Your feet. And your legs. Right now, as you're watching this, your feet and legs may already be warning you about hidden disease, faster aging, and a shortened lifespan, years before a doctor ever mentions a problem. And most people miss it completely. They think aging happens suddenly. They think disease appears overnight. They think decline starts in the heart or the brain. But the body doesn't work that way. It whispers first. And it whispers at the edges. Your feet and legs are the farthest points from your heart. That makes them the most sensitive indicators of what is happening inside your blood vessels, your nerves, and your metabolism. When circulation slows, when inflammation rises, when cells stop repairing efficiently, these areas feel it before anywhere else. Cold feet that don't warm up even indoors. Legs that feel unusually heavy or weak. Tingling, numbness, or a burning sensation at night. Swollen ankles by evening. Toenails that barely seem to grow. Small cuts that take weeks to heal. These are not random. They are not harmless. And they are not just aging. They are early signals that something deeper is changing. Your body relies on an extraordinary delivery system. Oxygen, nutrients, immune cells, and repair signals must travel through miles of blood vessels every single day. When that system is strong, your tissues stay warm, responsive, and resilient. When it weakens, the first place to suffer is where blood has the longest, hardest journey. Your feet and legs. This is why problems here are so closely tied to overall lifespan. Poor circulation does not stay local. It reflects stress throughout the entire cardiovascular system. When blood struggles to reach your extremities, your organs are already working harder than they should. And circulation is only part of the story. Nerves in your feet act like sensors, constantly feeding information to your brain about balance, pressure, and movement. When those signals fade, the brain loses clarity. Stability weakens. Reaction time slows. Falls become more likely. And falls are not accidents. They are often the final result of years of silent nerve and vascular decline. Muscle health follows the same pattern. The muscles in your calves, ankles, and feet are designed for endurance. They work all day, every day without rest. When energy production inside cells begins to fail, these muscles weaken first. Walking feels harder. Standing longer becomes uncomfortable. Stairs demand more effort than they used to. People blame age. But biology tells a different story. At the cellular level, aging is not about time. It is about repair. When cells repair efficiently, tissues stay strong. When repair slows, damage accumulates. Blood sugar instability, even mild and unnoticed, damages blood vessel lining. Chronic inflammation stiffens arteries and weakens veins. Reduced nitric oxide limits blood flow. Mitochondria, your cellular power plants, produce less energy. All of this shows up first in your feet and legs because they are the most demanding environment in the body. Gravity works against them. Distance works against them. And neglect finishes the job. This is why leg symptoms often appear years before diagnoses like heart disease, metabolic syndrome, or cognitive decline. The body is testing the system at its weakest point and reporting the results. According to longevity research shared by Dr. William Lee, the human body has powerful internal defense and repair mechanisms that respond quickly when supported properly. Blood vessels can regain flexibility. Inflammation can calm. Nerves can improve signaling. But only if the warning signs are recognized early. That is the critical difference. By the time chest pain appears, damage is advanced. By the time memory loss becomes obvious, neurons are already lost. But when your feet and legs begin to change, the window for correction is still open. And here's the part most people never realize. Ignoring these signals doesn't just affect mobility. It affects independence. It affects confidence. It affects how long you remain active, sharp, and self-reliant. The ability to walk steadily, feel the ground beneath you, and move without fear is directly connected to how well your internal systems are functioning. Your feet are not failing you. They are informing you. They are telling you about circulation, inflammation, nerve health, and cellular aging, long before pain forces your attention. The question is not whether your body is sending signals. The question is whether you are listening. Because once you understand what your feet and legs are revealing, you gain something incredibly valuable. Time. Time to respond. Time to strengthen. Time to slow aging from the inside out. And that awareness alone can change the entire trajectory of your health. Once the feet and legs begin sending signals, the next step is understanding why these changes are happening, and what can be done to support your body before damage spreads. It all comes down to three critical systems: circulation, inflammation, and cellular energy. When these work harmoniously, your legs stay strong, your feet stay sensitive, and your whole body thrives. When one fails, the others follow. Circulation is the most obvious factor. Every step you take, every beat of your heart, every movement of your calves and feet pushes blood through an intricate network of vessels. Those vessels carry oxygen, glucose, and nutrients to the extremities. When arteries stiffen or valves and veins weaken, blood flow becomes turbulent or sluggish. Oxygen and nutrients fail to reach their destination efficiently. The earliest warning signs appear here: cold toes, tingling, or slight swelling by evening. Tiny changes you might dismiss as fatigue or minor discomfort are often the first visible markers of hidden systemic stress. Microvascular health, the condition of the smallest blood vessels, is particularly crucial. These capillaries are delicate and susceptible to damage from chronic inflammation, elevated blood sugar, and oxidative stress. Over time, they become less flexible, less responsive, and less able to supply critical nutrients to nerve endings and muscles. The result is numbness, burning sensations, or delayed recovery from minor injuries. These changes accumulate silently, often for years before they become obvious enough to be detected in standard medical tests. Inflammation is the silent partner in this decline. While acute inflammation helps the body heal, chronic low-grade inflammation is dangerous. It slowly damages blood vessels, disrupts nerve communication, and weakens muscular function. In the legs, inflammation can cause swollen ankles, heaviness, and even visible varicose veins. Deep inside, it quietly erodes endothelial function, the inner lining of blood vessels, reducing their flexibility and capacity to carry blood efficiently. The impact is subtle at first, but over time, it manifests as weakness, imbalance, and fatigue, often without pain. The nerves themselves are directly affected. Sensory neurons that monitor pressure, temperature, and balance rely on a constant supply of oxygen and glucose. When circulation falters, nerve function declines. Signals to the brain are delayed, altered, or lost entirely. This affects balance, gait, and coordination. A simple misstep or wobbly stride is not random. It is the nervous system signaling that something deeper is out of sync. Mitochondria, the energy producers in every cell, are also vulnerable. When mitochondrial function declines, muscles tire quickly, even with minimal effort. The legs, which support nearly every movement of the body, are among the first to show this energy deficit. Walking becomes more taxing, stairs feel steeper, and standing for extended periods triggers fatigue. This is why a decline in leg endurance often precedes other noticeable signs of aging. Blood sugar management is equally critical. Even moderate, repeated spikes in glucose create oxidative stress, damage capillaries, and reduce nitric oxide production. These changes impair circulation, weaken nerves, and accelerate vascular aging. Feet and legs bear the brunt because they are farthest from the heart and require the most efficient flow to maintain warmth, sensation, and strength. Long before any formal diagnosis of metabolic disease, these subtle signs are visible to anyone paying attention. Muscle tissue also depends on consistent nutrient delivery. Protein and amino acids, carried by blood, support repair and maintenance. When delivery slows, muscle fibers begin to shrink, reducing strength and stability. Calves lose tone. Ankles weaken. The arches of the feet flatten or become sensitive. This is not simply an issue of exercise. It reflects the underlying biology of aging compounded by lifestyle, diet, and circulation. Hydration and diet play pivotal roles. Water thins the blood, allowing it to flow more easily through narrow vessels. Foods rich in polyphenol, healthy fats, and antioxidants help maintain endothelial flexibility and reduce chronic inflammation. Fatty acids from olive oil or nuts support vascular integrity, while plant-based compounds improve nitric oxide signaling, promoting better oxygen delivery. Each small, consistent choice compounds over time, reinforcing the repair systems that keep your legs, feet, and entire body functioning optimally. Movement amplifies these benefits. Gentle daily walking acts as a pump, encouraging blood to return to the heart and nourishing capillaries in the extremities. Even light resistance or stretching strengthens muscles, enhances circulation, and supports joint mobility. Over weeks and months, small, consistent activity reduces swelling, improves warmth and sensitivity, and restores confidence in movement. This is why mobility in the lower body is a strong marker of overall health and longevity. Sleep is another essential factor. During deep sleep, the body repairs cellular damage, balances hormones, and clears metabolic waste. Inadequate rest compounds vascular stress, increases inflammation and reduces nerve sensitivity. The feet and legs often show the earliest signs of sleep-related deficits: morning stiffness, restless sensations, or unusual fatigue during routine movement. Stress management cannot be ignored. Chronic stress elevates cortisol and inflammatory markers, constricting blood vessels and impairing nutrient delivery. Over time, this contributes to cold feet, weak muscles, and nerve sensitivity. Incorporating relaxation, meditation, or simple breathing exercises helps maintain vascular tone and supports cellular repair, making the extremities more resilient. The interconnectedness of these systems cannot be overstated. Circulation affects nerve function. Nerve function affects balance and gait. Muscles affect circulation. Inflammation affects all three. Mitochondrial health, blood sugar control, sleep, and stress modulate each layer. The signs in your feet and legs are the visible output of these internal processes, a living dashboard of overall health. The good news is that these processes are modifiable. Early interventions can restore circulation, reduce inflammation, and improve mitochondrial efficiency. Small, consistent daily actions, proper nutrition, movement, sleep, and stress management, support the repair systems that maintain foot and leg health. With attention, subtle symptoms can be stabilized or even improved, preventing further decline and enhancing longevity. Leg and foot health is therefore not cosmetic or trivial. It is central to independence, mobility, and quality of life. Observing, understanding, and responding to the signals these areas provide is one of the most effective strategies to maintain function and slow aging at a systemic level. Each warning sign you notice, numbness, tingling, swelling, or fatigue, is an opportunity. An opportunity to act, restore function, and reinforce the systems that keep your body resilient. The earlier you recognize these signs, the greater the potential to reverse trends and preserve independence. This is why paying attention to your feet and legs is not optional. It is a vital step in protecting longevity, strength, and overall well-being. By addressing circulation, inflammation, and cellular energy consistently, you are creating a foundation for health that extends far beyond the lower extremities. By now the story is clear. The feet and legs are more than body parts. They are a live dashboard reflecting the health of your circulation, nerves, muscles, and metabolism. Every tingle, every ache, every heaviness is a whisper from deep inside your body, a message you cannot afford to ignore. It is not about vanity. It is not about pain alone. It is about survival, independence, and quality of life. When the feet and legs weaken, the rest of the body suffers. Poor circulation impairs oxygen delivery, slowing repair in tissues everywhere. Nerve signals falter, reducing balance and coordination. Muscles weaken, leaving you less mobile and more prone to injury. And yet, these warnings are often subtle, developing over months or years, long before conventional tests detect anything unusual. Ignoring them is easy, but the consequences are not. Early interventions can change everything. Gentle movement is one of the most powerful tools you have. Walking, stretching, or even simple calf exercises stimulate blood flow, activate muscle fibers, and promote circulation back to the heart. Consistency is more important than intensity. 10 minutes several times a day is far more effective than an occasional long session. Over time, these small movements reinforce vascular resilience, strengthen muscles, and improve nerve signaling. Nutrition is equally critical. Foods rich in healthy fats, polyphenol, and antioxidants directly support endothelial function, reduce inflammation, and protect nerve cells. Olive oil, nuts, colorful vegetables, and berries provide compounds that preserve blood vessel flexibility and reduce oxidative stress. When consumed consistently, these nutrients feed repair systems that maintain warmth, sensation, and strength in your extremities. Every healthy choice compounds, building a protective buffer against aging and disease. Hydration must not be overlooked. Adequate water intake thins the blood, allowing it to flow more easily through the smallest capillaries. Poor hydration increases strain on the heart, limits nutrient delivery, and amplifies fatigue in muscles and nerves. Simple, consistent hydration is one of the easiest steps to support the system your feet and legs rely on. Sleep plays a foundational role in repair. During deep, restorative sleep, the body clears metabolic waste, rebalances hormones, and restores cellular function. Chronic sleep deficits reduce nerve sensitivity, exacerbate inflammation, and hinder vascular health. When feet feel cold, swollen, or tingly, consider whether rest, or the lack of it, is contributing. Improving sleep quality can reverse or lessen these subtle signs, supporting balance, coordination, and energy. Stress too leaves its mark. Chronic stress tightens blood vessels, raises inflammatory markers, and impairs cellular repair. Over time, this constriction reduces circulation to the extremities. Techniques that calm the nervous system, slow breathing, meditation, mindfulness, enhance blood flow and support nerve function. Stress management is not optional. It is integral to preventing decline and preserving mobility. All these factors converge in the feet and legs. Circulation, inflammation, cellular energy, nutrition, hydration, sleep, and stress, each affects the others. The signs you see are the cumulative effect of this interplay. But the power of small, consistent actions cannot be overstated. Over weeks and months, gentle movement, mindful nutrition, hydration, and stress management produce measurable improvements in warmth, sensation, and strength. Balance and stability provide perhaps the most visible return on investment. Improved nerve signaling, stronger muscles, and better circulation work together to prevent falls, maintain mobility, and enhance confidence. This is why paying attention to foot and leg health is not cosmetic. It is a core strategy for extending lifespan and independence. Every step you take toward nurturing these systems compounds into years of improved health. Awareness is the first step. Observing subtle changes, tingling, swelling, weakness, is not cause for panic. It is a window of opportunity. Responding to these signs promptly allows repair systems to work effectively, often before medications or interventions are needed. The earlier you notice, the earlier you can act, and the more dramatic the long-term benefit. The next step is action. Regular movement, nutrient-rich foods, hydration, sleep optimization, and stress management create a foundation that your feet, legs, and entire body depend upon. These strategies do not promise overnight miracles. They promise consistency, resilience, and the preservation of function. And when applied over time, they can profoundly influence health, vitality, and longevity. Remember, independence is built one step at a time. Your feet carry your body, but they also carry your future. Every step, every healthy choice, every moment of care strengthens the connection between mobility and overall health. Ignoring these signs allows subtle decline to compound. Recognizing and acting on them empowers recovery, resilience, and longevity. In the end, the message is simple. Your feet and legs are warning you for a reason. They are giving you a chance to take control, to restore circulation, strengthen muscles, support nerves, and reduce inflammation. Each sign you observe is not a threat, it is a guide. A guide that, if followed, can slow aging, protect independence, and preserve quality of life far longer than most people imagine. The power to respond is in your hands, in your habits, in your daily choices. And when you commit to nurturing these systems consistently, the results ripple outward. Energy increases, stability improves, confidence grows, pain diminishes, and your body rewards you with years of active, independent, vibrant living. Your feet and legs are not passive participants in aging. They are the earliest messengers of change, the first to show both decline and improvement. Listening to them, understanding them, and acting on their signals is one of the most effective ways to protect your health and your life. The window for meaningful change exists now, not tomorrow. Your body is capable of repair, your circulation capable of improving, and your nerves capable of regaining sensitivity. The moment you recognize the messages from your feet and legs, you gain time, opportunity, and control over your aging trajectory. Your health, mobility, and independence are not inevitable, they are a reflection of the choices you make starting today. And that is a message worth listening to.